Yo, what's good, man? What's popping, everybody? What's up? You know what it is. I'm doing this the call-in show. We got the link in the description. You jump in, talk to me live, answer your questions. I've been doing this the last few days. Something I do off and on. People seem to enjoy it. Y'all said I should do it more, so I'm gonna do it. And it's cool. Hit that link and join if you are ready. You know what I'm saying? If you want your questions answered, want me to help you out with any problems you may have or some shit, you know what I'm saying? It's the link in the description. Also, yo, man, come on. Did y'all see? I don't know if y'all saw on Victory Talk last week. I said, yo, you can bet that the United States is going to attack Iran. Y'all see it, man? I said it. I called this shit. Once again, I'm right. I'm correct. You know what it is. Also, yo, listen, if you're trying to grow your online fitness business, I got a free ebook for you. It's called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. The link is in the description. It's 100% free. And to show you how to grow your online fitness business, even if you don't have a lot of experience, even if you don't have a big following, even if you don't have, even if you're not certified, all right? Click the link in the description and you can get that joint for free. What's going on, y'all? What's popping? All right, what's good? What up? Oh, man, we got somebody in the waiting room, man. Let's bring Marcus R to the stage. What's popping, homie?
What's up, Brandon?
What's going on, bro?
I just needed some. I come to you for like money guidance, so
Yeah.
man, you're gonna laugh. You're not laughing, but just you're like, bro, like, what's up? Like, you're gonna be like, this is crazy, but like, I'm 27.
Okay.
I mean, I got my own apartment, but it's just like I'm not like how you are. Like, you're balling, but it's just I just need some help. Like,
Yeah.
can
It's
I
all
can I
good.
get yeah. Can I give you a rundown of like what's going on? Like,
Yeah, man. Let me know how I can help, brother.
yeah. So I mean, I just got a job. I just have one job. That's it. And
One job or one dog? Did you say dog?
no, job. My bad. I mean job.
Job. No, that's even better. That makes more sense. All right.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah. So I'm trying to like no, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm work
Yeah.
I'm work
Yeah.
I'm considering working on or yeah, like I'm pretty much working on getting um more jobs, but it's pretty hard to find. I don't know, like cooking jobs, like
Mm.
um yeah, but it's just
Where you live?
Los Angeles.
In LA. Yeah. It's hard to find. So it's hard to find a job there.
Just cooking jobs because I have like, a lot of cooking experience. That's like my
Mhm.
main thing is like cooking.
Okay.
So like yeah, and it's like I'm not making that much. But I'm not making that much money. So I just need
What are your goals, man?
goals. My goal is to like eventually move to somewhere like a nicer area. Move to a nicer area.
Okay.
Make. I want to make like at least five, like I don't know, like realistically, like at least 7K a month. Like like
7K a
eventually,
month. All right.
yeah, at
7K
least
a month. And you want to move to a nice area. Where area? Where are you talking about?
maybe like near Santa Monica or like somewhere in LA. Somewhere really nice.
Yeah, Santa Monica is where I used to stay when I was in. Every time I used to come to LA. All right.
Uh,
How much you making now, if you don't mind me asking?
no, like it's embarrassing. You really want to know or
I mean, I just want to know where we at so we know how to get.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
ar-
like the
around
GPS. I need to know the starting point to help you make
yeah
your path.
around like 1K
1K a
a
month.
month. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Nah. You know what
That's
I'm
why I
saying?
said. That's why I said like this is I need help. So yeah.
Yeah. So what do you do for work now?
I'm a cook at a restaurant, Japanese restaurant.
All right, cool. And they only pay you $1,000 a month. How did they get away with that?
There's a lot of there's a lot of workers there, so they can, you know, yeah. Not everyone there gets paid a lot either, so
Jesus Christ. All right.
yeah.
And Whoa. All right. How you living, man? Like how you surviving off that? I'm not trying to clown you and no shit like that. I'm just
No, it's well, my rent subsidized.
yeah.
Getting help from like from like some place. They're helping me, but it's not an apartment, but it's not like in like the nicest area in LA.
I
So,
got you.
but I mean, I have I feed myself. I have internet. It's like, but I'm not like I'm not like you. Like you're balling. You live in a
Yeah,
penthouse and shit. Like I'm
I
not
feel
like
that.
that. So.
Well, every had to start somewhere, man. So like, ain't no shame in that. How many hours a week are you working?
Around like 35.
35 hours a week,
Yeah.
and they only Jesus Christ, yo. Why don't you quit that job? Like, why don't you get a different job? You're working on getting a different job.
Yeah, I'm working on getting like at least another like two jobs. Like it has to
Yeah.
happen.
How have you been going about it?
Mm, I'm looking for jobs now, so it's like I'll fix my resume up, and honestly I got like a couple jobs, but then they're just like they're like, oh, like so one of them wanted to pay me under the table, and like I wasn't like they didn't need me around and stuff, so I was like, no, I don't I couldn't.
Okay, let me. When you say you're looking for a job, what does that look like on a day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day basis, it'd probably be like, fill out at least 10 applications, something like that.
Hmm,
But I
hmm.
haven't been doing it really consistently, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. So here's the thing. Everybody, every time somebody tells me they're working on getting a job or want to get another job, the people who end up succeeding, they do what I'm about to tell you. All right, and end up succeeding in getting that job is you got to treat getting the job like a full-time job until you got one, right? So I mean, like, put in 30, 40 hours a week of looking for a job. You get what I'm saying? like,
Yeah,
like going that hard. Because when you say you put out, you do it sound like you're doing it here or there. You it don't sound like you going like you getting aggressive enough. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, and again, I'm not trying to clown you or nothing, but like, yo, like get aggressive. Because if like, let's say a family member was kidnapped or something, and you had to get a job by the end of the month that paid you more, you probably figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably figure it out. You know. So that means, and if you believe that, well, do you believe that? You believe you'd be able to figure it out if like somebody you cared about life depended on you?
yeah. Like if I had to come up with some money, or else they're like,
Yeah, man. No, they said you got to get a job.
oh
You gotta
shit,
find a
yeah,
job in the before the month is over, or this motherfucker gets it.
yeah.
Or
I
you think
have to, I
you
can't,
think
I
you
can't,
figured it out?
I can't have that on my conscience. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we understand you can do it. It's just
yeah,
you don't want it as bad. You don't want it bad enough, right? Or you're not
yeah,
acting like you want it bad enough, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So the fact that you can do it, cool. You're not a punk. You're not gonna let your family die, right? I like it. So now what would that look like?
Oh, I look at man, me going hard. Like I'll find like a
Yeah,
ticket or
that's
some
what I'm
shit.
saying. What would that
Yeah,
look like? Then let's say these are the rules. He got the gun in your head. He's like, yo, but you still gotta sleep 7 hours a night, and you still gotta go to your other job. So
oh,
now we got limitations. You think you can still do it, or is this family member dying?
nah, he's not dying. I'm doing this. Yeah.
Okay, so what does it look like? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'd have to like I do what I did to get this job, which is I'd get a print out a resume and literally go to the store, go to the place and give them the resume, and then like go to like tons of places and
Yeah.
just
How many would you
go
go to
hard,
per day?
like
Like,
20, 30.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if you start approaching it with that kind of ferocity and that amount of intentionality, I think you'll get some different results.
Um,
Yeah, yeah. You really gotta. I mean, these are questions I ask. These are questions I ask myself when I'm working on accomplishing something. Like, all right, man, if my life depended on the life or the life someone I cared about
mhm.
depended on me accomplishing this, but I still had to take care of my other responsibilities and still had to sleep and take care of my health and all that, right? What, what if could I still do it? Yeah. Then what would it look like?
uh,
You feel
Right,
me?
but yeah, but another thing is like, I do, yeah, but the only thing is like keeping the job too. You know what I mean? Like it's like just staying the course. That's another. I mean, I'm staying here, but it's like it's just 'cause I get along with everyone there. I'm just wondering like how would it be in a different place? Like
You want to come up.
right. Just don't worry
100%.
about like I'm working with or not. Like or
Yeah,
just don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about I'm working.
Well, listen, the key is, man, the key to like coming up financially or getting rich or all in anything, right? Just in general, you got to make more money than you spend and invest the difference. And over a long enough period of time, you'll be rich. If you do that for a long enough period of time, you will be rich. The thing is, you're not making enough, you know. So like the first number one is to get a job, a second job. You got a car?
I'm getting one right now. Like
Okay.
I'm getting one. I'm gonna get it really like within 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, man. It's like let me see something real quick. Let's just check this out. Cause yeah, maybe that's the key to get a new car, right? And that can probably help you. Hold on, let me see something. How much does the average Uber driver make per month in Los Angeles?
It's tricky to give an exact number for Uber drivers' monthly earnings in Los Angeles because it changes a lot. Things like the time of year, how many hours they work, and even what part of the city they drive in can all make a big difference. But if you want a general idea, sources online say the average Uber driver in LA makes around $3,600 to $4,500 a month before expenses.
And how much do they make after expenses?
That's where it gets a little tricky. After you factor in gas, car maintenance, and other expenses, the take home pay can be quite a bit less. Some sources suggest it could be anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000 a month. It really depends on how fuel efficient their car is and how much they drive.
Yeah. So I mean, the reason I asked that because if you got a whip, then you can just start working. You work at your job 40 hours and work at some. Then when you're not doing that, you can be driving Uber. I was in a Uber, man. I got an Uber and like a nice Tesla picked me up. I was like, oh shit, it's nice, man. And I'm talking to the dude, and this motherfucker was a doctor. He was just like, yeah, man, I just need some extra money.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, that could be an option, but you definitely can't sit around being broke, you know.
No, it has to change. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but yo, you gotta honestly, what I did when I was in your situation, right, in a way worse economy than this, bro. You know, I just worked 80 hours a week, man. I had multiple jobs, so I was doing like labor. I was, anything I can get, labor, construction, and then I got it to the point where in the store I had 4 jobs in a row, and that's when I got to the point where I was training people in the morning, then working security, and then working for a moving company, which is hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That was like the worst fucking job. And that was 7 days a week. And on the weekends, I managed a restaurant in Queens and trained people in the morning. And I did that for 2 years. But I kept my expenses low, right? And I was making like bread, because I was working so hard. And then I had a bunch of money stacked up after 2 years of doing that. Does that make sense?
yeah. It
Yeah.
does.
And that's what you got to do. And then when you got that money stacked up, then you can like start investing it in the stuff that can help you improve your situation.
Yeah, yeah. So like for the investing part, like, can you ever recommend any courses or something like that? Like,
Man, you ain't even there yet, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
yo, you got to do phase one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
with phase
Yeah.
one is get some fucking bread.
Yeah.
Like, really do it. And then you probably going to, I mean, judging from where it sounds like you're at, you're probably going to do that for like a year or two. Like, work like 80
Right.
hours, work super hard for like a year or two and keep your expenses low. Like, stay where at.
Right.
And then you can then you can worry about investing, man. But it's like you probably don't have a lot of savings, right? You're making $1,000 a month. You
Yeah.
probably
I
don't.
don't.
Nah,
Yeah.
so like, fuck, you gonna invest with, man? Like,
Yeah.
I don't mean that to sound derogatory. It's just like, yo, man, it's just we got to take reality where we at and do the best we can with what we have.
Yeah.
So step
Yeah.
one is like you start working, and
80 hours,
it
80 hours
don't
a week.
sound like you went to college. And I don't mean that because you
Mm,
sound because you only because you can't find a job. That's why I
No,
said
I didn't go. I didn't go.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, kids. All you kids talking about you don't want to go to college. Everybody with this kind of story didn't go. 100% of them. Just remember that. So like, yeah, you might not need college to be successful, but if you go to college, the floor is not as low. You know what I'm saying? You got a higher threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting to the point where it's like, fuck. Like we're in a situation that's kind of like this. It's difficult to end up in that situation with a college degree. The only reason I was in that situation is because the fucking world economy collapsed in 2008, and fucking mad, almost everybody was out of a job. Like, we had the highest unemployment rate since the Depression, right? But I digress. I just wanted to talk to the other dudes. You know what I'm saying? But like for you, like we are where we are, right? So like
Right.
you still work your way out of it, right? Because
Yeah.
it was my college degree couldn't help me because I was in the middle of the fucking global financial crisis. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you just gotta you in that phase. I was right there too, right? Just gotta 80 hours a week, homie. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't get multiple jobs, if you're not able to get multiple jobs, then work one job and drive Uber that other time. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Yeah, and then you might have to do that for like a fucking year or two till you got some bread, and then the next step is investing.
Right. Yeah, I know you're like kind of jumping a little ahead, but like, how much did you save up?
Man. First of all, like I want you got to first have. Did you ever check out the NBA accounting? It's not the NBA accounting. The fucking baller mindset course.
I have it. Yeah.
Oh man, you should go through it because it kind of breaks it down. And all y'all can get that. It's in my Discord. But the baller mindset course. So the first thing you need to do, you my friend, is you need to get like 6 months of living expenses. Okay, shit hits the fan. So like it sounds like your living expenses are about $1,000, I would imagine, right? Somewhere around there. So like you just need $6,000 that you can just put aside where shit hits the fan because you don't want to raise your living expenses. You ain't there yet. And then after that, you know, if you got like 10, 15 grand, then you can start investing in some stuff, man. You can start investing in maybe then you can start learning about like real estate and shit, and start doing shit like that. And if you can that might be a good start, or the stock market. Um, stock market, you can start investing with any amount of money, you know. And it's easier because you can do it from your phone. But
Right.
yeah, man. Yeah. You gotta let's get this. You gotta start pulling. So what's the next step, player? What's the next
It's
step? What we doing? What we doing tomorrow
look,
morning?
we're gonna print some resumes out. We're gonna go to the places that where they need cooks, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna show myself. This is me. I'm gonna get the job and start working 8 hours a week.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, man. They
That's
get,
yeah.
get that second job.
Yeah.
Don't quit your
Yeah.
first job yet, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
You need
no.
that second job right now, and then maybe if you can get enough, to save us some money, and your first investment might be a car, right? Because you can use that to like do Uber Eats or fucking Uber or some shit. Start getting some extra income.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you heard ChatGPT, man. Well, that was Gemini, but she was saying that, yo, man, the average in LA, on average, they're making like after expenses 2 to 3K. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
no problem, brother. Let's get it, man.
All right.
Keep us posted. Let us know what's up.
Okay, I will.
All right, for sure.
Peace.
All right, y'all. So check it out. Check it out. Yo, this is the call-in show. I'm out here answering your questions, helping you solve your problems. You know what it is. All you got to do is hit the link is in the description. Also in there is something called the 10 Commandments of Online Training. I know a lot of y'all want to learn how to grow your online fitness business. That's how I made my first million, right? And the 10 commandments from online training will really point you down the path of making that happen, right? Give you the game plan and let you know if it's even right for you, because you might go through that shit and be like, yo, I don't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be like, yo, this is perfect for me. I love fitness and I love helping people accomplish their goals. That's something I want to do for a living. So that'd be a good read for you. You might find it super helpful. All right. So the links in the description, 10 commandments of online training. And yo, if you're ready to jump on screen, go ahead and click that link where you can join the stream and let's get it, man. Let's my man said, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Halliburton. Well, you see how Halliburton came up off that motherfucking first war. They came up, man. And Dick Cheney, vice president, he used to be the CEO of Halliburton, and they had so many government contracts. He made, what this dude made, man? He made, I think his stock options that he had from when he was CEO went up like, I think they said 3,000%. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of money to be made in war. As I said, are we taking off our shirt? Look, Maxon, nah. You keep your shirt on when you're on stream with me. Yo, last time I did this was mad people in the waiting room, but there's no one in the waiting room now. So now we just talking, man. We just doing this shit, man. We just out here, Oh, you met Halliburton. You met the NBA Halliburton. Maybe I think that might have been what he meant. He might have been talking about Tyrese, man. Oh, yo, I might have just took it there. I'm just thinking about war and making money off war. I'm thinking about what we're thinking about Dick Cheney. We're talking about Tyrese Halliburton. Yo, bro, I'm super upset that Tyrese Halliburton got hurt. Because, ever since Not Like Us came out, Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us. It's been difficult for us light-skinned brothers. You know what I'm saying? We just been taking L's. He took out Drake and my favorite rapper, J. Cole. Motherfucking some of the top light skins. Steph Curry got hurt, who was the king. You know what I'm saying? Was another light-skinned king. Then Jason Tatum got hurt. Another light-skinned king. Now Tyrese is hurt. It's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for us, man. It's not looking good for light-skinned brothers, man. But the year is not over. The year, you know what? We had the what's his name from the Eagles won the Super Bowl, so that was a bright spot. What's good, man? We got at Elf. What up, at Elf? What's up, man? I might be saying it wrong.
What's up? Can you hear me?
What's good, man? Yeah, man. You got some chicken in your mouth? What you eat, man?
Turkey.
I was close, man.
I'm home, so I'm from work, and really, it's an honor to talk to you.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of inspiration.
Thanks, brother. Oh, we can't hear you no more, man. You're silent now.
Oh, what about now? Or
yeah,
no?
You good now, man. You good now.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So, yeah, definitely an honor, and just came back from work. That was funny what you said about the Uber driver being a doctor. So I'm a doctor. I'm 42 now. I'm from Queens. So every time you talk about Queens, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. I not grow up, but I lived in Forest Hills for mad long.
Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. I guess just to make it brief for the viewers, basically I have a lump sum right now of just cash in a high yield savings account that I want to put into investments. And long story short, the what I'm gathering is that you should put, if you're going to do a brokerage account, you should put it into like a 3 fund type of index fund. One that is stocks, like VOO, S&P, and then the other is like international stocks, and then the other portion into bonds. So that's what I have, what I'm thinking. But I want
you
to.
must be dealing with a lot of money, man. Because only motherfuckers who are dealing with a lot of money even be thinking about bonds. You know, yeah, because it's low risk, you know, and low risk, so you like a lot of diversification there. Okay, yeah. So what kind of doctor are you, man?
Primary care, HIV.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what's up. You HIV?
Yeah, HIV as in
People
the virus.
still getting that, man. I thought y'all cured that.
We're in the 2030s is going to be done because of everybody.
You ain't heard about nobody getting HIV in a long time. Yeah.
I see it a lot though, but anyway, you know.
Yeah, you know what? When I had a cat, real quick, I know it's off topic. I had a cat, and I had to get the cat an AIDS vaccine.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or HIV vaccine for the cat. You know, when I took it, I was like, what? Yeah. My cat's not gay. All right. Anyway, no, I'm sorry. My fault. That was in poor taste. That was in poor taste. But I did have to give him an HIV vaccine. I was like, yo, they need to make one of these for humans.
There's a skit on SNL about feline AIDS. Anyway, that's hilarious. That you.
All right. Okay, so yeah. So the question is that a good diversification of income? I mean, for investments.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's great. You know, especially S&P 500. It's a weird time to invest in the S&P 500 because I'm looking at. Let me bring up a chart right quick. Sure. If I bring up the chart of, let's call it, it's like, I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong. You should probably start dollar cost averaging, because like if I look at it right now, it's I'm not sharing my screen. My fault. Let me share my screen. All right. It's like at all-time highs. You know what I'm saying? It's like close to all-time highs was like in February, right? So we're close to all-time highs, and I mean, it can still go, right? It can still go. You know, the market seems to be, you know, pretty happy with what's going on. So, yo, listen, I definitely. And instead of SPY, yeah, VOO is a little like cheaper with the fees, you know. And then you said index fund like VOO. You said what else? You said bonds.
Bonds for like a small percentage, 20%.
Yeah.
And then like international high risk, more higher risk.
What do you think of international? That's the part that I don't know. Like, what you thinking about? What you got in mind? What you been researching?
Yeah, I forgot the name of the index fund, but it's something in Vanguard that's international, just stocks.
Got you. It's just like a basket of international stocks. Because some of these countries are doing weird. Like Germany's been fucking going nuts, man. Their market, it's been going nuts, man. It was just at all-time highs on fucking Thursday. You know, Germany shit is doing great, and Japan shit was doing pretty good. It was just at all-time highs, but you know, it had been flat for a long time. But they were just at all-time highs, Germany and Japan. And you know, that's ominous sign. You know, both of them. We don't want them getting the band back together. You know what I'm saying? We don't want them fucking popping at the same time. But I don't know what the index one is, because sometimes I'm looking at different sectors. You know, Japan. This is Brazil. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about that one, right? You know, I don't know. But the SPY is definitely good. If anything, I would pick, you know, if it was me, I like putting money in the S&P 500, and it's something you could just dollar cost average in all the time. Just keep. I don't know if I would dump up the whole lump sum in there, but maybe, you know, you could, and did you just keep dollar cost averaging in? But I would pick some individual stocks. And also, listen, I've heard like some smart financial people say 1% into crypto or Bitcoin, it's volatile. This shit goes all over the place. This shit goes all over the place. But like 1% of Bitcoin, and you can use the Bitcoin ETF, right? It's IBIT.
Okay.
This is not the right one. This is short. There it is. I think this is one. I might have the wrong one. But there's a Bitcoin. You can pick one of the Bitcoin ETFs.
Okay.
That's Bitcoin short. But you also pick some individual stocks, man. Like there's some individual stocks that I like a lot. Like if I was looking like for some long-term shit, individual stocks I like, man. It's kind of, I don't know if I would buy right now, but I'd been a big fan of Netflix. I don't know if I'll buy right now. It's like just under all-time highs. Excuse me. Yo, this motherfucking CrowdStrike, it just hit. It's like it's a weird time to start investing, because everything's at all-time highs, right? Like CrowdStrike is the one I like a lot. Especially, man, I don't know. I would wait till like a dip, and then maybe go on this CrowdStrike because cybersecurity is going to be big, with all the conflict going on in the Middle East. Like, it ain't all going to be bombs. It's a lot of cybersecurity shit, and that's what they do. CrowdStrike does that. This company, man, it's been going crazy. It's Axon, and I have been talking about this on the Victory Talk podcast for like all year, basically, and it's just been going straight up. It's another one. So these are some of the ones that I've been looking at. I did like Chipotle, but I don't anymore. Celsius, nah. I don't know. I would look for maybe some. There's got to be some individual stocks that you can either purchase or maybe even buy options. I don't know, but it sounds like you've been talking to like some professionals who've been guiding you down the right way. So maybe if you are you paying them?
Yeah.
So maybe just do what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like if you're paying them, I'm just a guy with a lot of money, right? But I'm just a guy, right? But if you're paying some professionals to do it, maybe it makes sense to do what they say. I mean, the international one, that's the only one that kind of confuses me, but they might know something I don't know.
Yeah, they keep on wanting me to do their active management. They keep pushing for that every time I talk to them.
That because that's where they make more money. Like I manage my own shit, but I like this shit, and you out here saving lives and stuff. Maybe you ain't got the same amount of time. Active management. I don't know, man. How much money we talking? How much we talking? 7 figures?
So no, not 7 figures. It's nothing like you. I just started practicing about 3.5 years ago. So
okay.
Yeah, I used to be a professor, so I don't have that much. I have like about less than 500,000. So
that's still a good amount. Yeah. If you want to set it and forget it, you can do active management. But if it was me, I would do some research on like maybe some of the stocks that are. See if just a few individual stocks, and then mix with index fund, but maybe go mostly index fund because you're not going to be on it. But like maybe just spend some time thinking about some companies that you like. I also like Microsoft a lot. Like long term, like I think Microsoft's a good stock. Some of the ones I named. It's also what else? And then Bitcoin too, right? The Bitcoin you don't have to fucking buy it like Coinbase, and then you can just buy the ETF. That's fine. But like look in the just like a small, at least a small portion. I think you'll find that. Yeah.
Of a Bitcoin ETF and maybe a stock. You did I'll let you go soon, but so many questions. But basically, like when the tariff hit and everything, it went down. That was a good time to buy. You think?
Yeah. But it's like it's gonna go. Like Bitcoin is like mad volatile.
Mhm.
You know, so like just crypto in general. But you know what, man? All right. So here's something you should know. This right here. What I'm about to tell you. And we've been talking about it a lot like recently. But gold, and not like buying gold, but you can get the ETF, you know, or buy futures, right? That's what that futures contract. But gold, man, like if I put this on the weekly so you can see it a little better, right? It's poised to break out. And a lot of institutions have been buying up gold. Like as you can see, they've just been buying it all year. And I don't know, man. Like I'm a big fan. I've been stocking up on like gold. Not the ETF though, not like bars of gold, like a weirdo shit, you know. But like look into it. Look into gold, man. And there's a lot of fucking institutions who are buying up gold like crazy, like Goldman Sachs, you know, and a lot of these big institutions are really buying up gold. They think it's going to outperform a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah.
Okay, and last question about that is when if World War III hits, you know, should all these things, I don't know, like do they go disappear, or like is there any sort of security, like an actual piece of gold I should be walking around with?
Oh nah, you know, yeah, I don't think it's gonna get too out of hand, you know. I don't think it's gonna be a World War III situation. I don't think, right? I could be wrong, you know. I don't think. I just feel like we've seen this movie mad times, you know what I'm saying? Like this same shit. When we went into Iraq, it was the exact same shit. And then Yahoo said that there was some weapons, and then we went over there, right? You know, and it's the exact same shit. I mean, it was fucked up, you know, but you know, we didn't really like feel it here. Like it wasn't like a World War II where they was drafting motherfuckers and shit. You know, it wasn't that serious. I don't think. I could be wrong. You know, but you know, in the case that happens, if it did get crazy, then the stock market would definitely drop. But you know, I don't see that shit happening, man. Like I don't see that happening. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right, but yeah, I could be wrong.
No, I hope you're right. All right,
for sure, man. All right, I'll let you, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, peace. No problem, man. All right, guys. Yo, listen, man. We about to bring the homie Frank to the stage. You know what I'm saying? Frank look like he'll beat your ass if you talking shit, man. Wait till you see this motherfucker, man. But before we get into it, yo, if you're trying to grow your online fitness business, I got a free ebook of the 10 Commandments of Online Training. Link in the description. Go ahead and get that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, Big Frank, man? What's good?
Man, so first off, I want to say thank you. I've been following you for 11 years.
Congratulations.
So everything you're literally one of the reasons why I maintain my physique year round. I'm 31. I've found you when I was 20. I'm a boxer. I'm training to be an ultra marathon runner and a certified rescue diver.
Ass. I told you.
Yeah. I'm training to be an ultra marathon runner.
Okay.
And a certified rescue diver for the state of Oregon. As I got older, I found that my endurance, it just kept going. Like I can run for hours. And I was like, let me see what I can. Now? I'm 31.
30. Yo, okay, man. It's something that happened when I was 30, man. When I turned 30,
yeah,
I feel like that was like peak strength. I feel like I felt stronger. I don't know. Did you feel that way?
That's it. That's literally it. I'm able to. It took me over 10 years, but when I turned 30, it clicked. So I'm able to maintain 8 to 10% body fat year round.
Yeah.
Like it's I have it to a point. Like it's literally like that. Yeah. I navigated it. I learned from. I'm gonna respect your channel. I gotta throw these two names out there because they work with you. Greg O'Gallagher and Chris Jones.
Oh Chris. That's my dog, man.
Y'all were the three that I watched. I got notes on you all that date back to 10 years.
Oh shit, that's awesome, man.
don't want to wait. I don't want to waste any more time. But what I'm saying is, I had to put all of that up so you can see like where I'm coming from. So basically,
Mhm.
I'm pretty financially savvy. I'm first generation in everything in my family. When I
Okay.
say everything, if you put me next to my family, you would think I was adopted. But
Okay.
the only difference is I learned from their mistakes. I learned
Mm.
from what they wanted to do in life and what they, all that stuff.
Mm.
So I'm first generation. Nobody in my family knows how to swim.
Oh,
Nobody pays
yeah.
in nutrition and fitness lifestyle. Nobody runs to their car unless they're trying to get keys or groceries out their car. It's just
Right.
non-existent. So basically, I'm in exactly 10,000. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so I'm in exactly $10,778.28 worth of debt. I
Okay.
have never been in debt. It is all upon me. I don't blame nobody. I'm
Mm-hmm.
an avid reader. I read books so fast. I write notes on them, then I read them again, start practicing those things. I am
Nice.
thoroughbred.
Mm.
Um, I'm trying to figure out, and right now, I have an opportunity. I'm also getting training to be a paramedic, by the way, with all of
Okay,
that.
you got a lot going
So
on, bro.
I got a
Yeah.
lot going on. So I like what you just said there. I want to pay down this debt. Right
Yeah.
now, I'm doing a snowball effect. I
Mm.
dissected my, again, this is all upon me. I
Mm.
jumped out on my 30th birthday and I bought me the 2024 M3 MacBook Pro.
Okay.
Um, I do filmmaking as well.
Okay.
The first time I got my MacBook is my mom funded it. That was like 14, 15 years ago when I graduated from college.
Mm.
Um, we had the low end one. That's the only one she can afford. So when I turned 30 last year, I was like, I got the money, I can do it. Except I bought it off my credit card. Now I normally pay off my credit card like
Mm.
that, but I was making it. I'm from Inglewood, Chicago.
Oh, oh
I got a
shit.
lot of
What's
grit.
up,
I
man?
got a lot of grit
Nah,
in
I know
me.
exactly.
Like,
I spent a lot of time in Inglewood.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you're from Chicago too, the
Yeah.
Chicago South Side. So
Mm.
I'm trying to find the cross of paying off that debt while going to school,
Yeah.
while maintaining my mental health. I have a therapist,
Yeah.
while maintaining my social life. Now, I do understand everything is not going to be balanced. I
Mhm,
understand that.
mhm, mhm.
Nothing in life is balanced when you're trying to, I get it.
Yeah.
Especially, I read the book Relentless. You actually
Yeah.
had recommended it. I've been following you for a while, man. And like
Yeah.
I said, all the stuff that you recommended to guys, I took it serious. I started practicing it years ago. I'm trying to find a cross between time.
Yeah.
I think a lot in the future.
You said
I know a
trying a
lot of,
bunch of times. I was letting it slide, but that was a habit. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't say you don't know. We don't say trying. We say we're
I'm
working.
gonna
Say you're working.
I'm gonna say
Mhm.
so yes. I normally say practicing.
Okay, all
I
right.
normally
Yeah.
say practicing. So I'm kind of a little bit. I got the jitters right now because I didn't think
It's
I was
all
gonna
good,
get
man.
through.
It's all good.
But I'm just like I just like need like advice. Like what is time? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
nah,
don't want
nah.
to miss out on getting this schooling. I found a place in here that will pay for the schooling for me. Only thing I got to do is drive 30 minutes there. But I
Okay.
also want to pay down this debt.
Pay down the debt. Right.
I have about 3,000, maybe about $3,500 in savings right now. I have
3,000.
debt with one credit card. One credit card is
Credit card?
$4,000. I do not, again, I only use the credit card. I
Yeah.
normally pay it off. I just went up. I got a little
I
bit,
got
when
it.
I
I
turned
got it.
30. So one credit card, um, one thing by the Illinois Department of Revenue, that's about $1,650. The
Okay.
one credit card, $4,000. I have been making payments on that, and I have one by the IRS. I've been making payments on that as well. That one is
We lost him. He was a good brother.
percent
You know
40.
what I'm saying? Oh, there you go. There you go. You back. All right, my fault. We thought we lost you, man.
Yeah, no. So the IRS $5,142.48. So that
And
all equals up to. I'm trying to get that paid down. I know exactly what to do, but
yeah,
I'm
working on
just
it.
looking
Working
at
on it. We
time.
don't use the T word. We're working on it.
We're working on it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So it's basically just time. It's time.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's 10 grand in debt. I know it sounds
It's not a
insurmountable,
lot.
but
It's not a lot at
a whole lot of
all.
money, man. It's like, could you what would it take for you to make like an extra $1,000 a month?
Oh, 100%. I can get a part-time job and even boost it up to just doing 30 hours with that part-time job. And I can be able to knock that out in 8 months.
Bro, you can probably do that. You could probably drive an Uber on the weekend and get that if you want to. I know it sounds like I'm Uber fanatic. I just feel like that's something anyone can do.
No. So actually, I wanted to. So here's the thing. Maybe this could help the guy that was two guys before me.
Yeah.
But you can make money making Lyft. I have receipts. I was making $1,200 a week doing Lyft, and the expenses. Keep all your receipts. Your receipts. You would get that money back. I promise you.
Yeah.
I still got that money in my savings. So here's the thing. With my car, it's no problem. But here in Oregon, I'm not in Portland. I'm in Eugene.
Oh, yeah. So that might not be a good option.
Exactly. It's not lucrative at all.
Yeah,
there was times I jumped out of that when it took me freaking 4 hours to make $30. I said, this ain't the move here.
Nah, it ain't the move at all.
But here's the thing here. There's career training everywhere. Only thing you have to do is jump out. I have a career counselor. I have a career counselor that's been helping me out.
Yeah.
It's just all about time.
All right. Time. So you just need more time.
What do I make? What is the priority? I'm trying to figure out I have to get the debt down, but I'm trying to figure out, okay, should I part-time it along with, I work security right now. That's where you see me working in black.
I got you. Motherfuckers is robbing the place now, man. Motherfuckers go haywire back there, man.
I'm off work right now, but the security is my full-time job.
All right.
I'm practicing to figure out that part-time job and schooling, or part-time job for 4 or 5 months, get that debt down, then schooling.
It depends on like how stressful is the debt? Like what's the ramifications of paying it off slow? You know what I'm saying?
It's not stressful at all. If it seems like I'm tense right now,
I just want to know.
I'm a little bit embarrassed by myself because I know better. Even though I'm first generation, I read books. I start practicing those things immediately. I have not touched the MacBook. I only used it 3 times, so I was like, maybe I can sell it. I have not touched it at all.
You could.
I was like, okay.
You could do that, but I'm just thinking. Okay, here's a few things. So, I'm gonna solve this for you. I think first you got to understand, to answer your question, what you should prioritize. It depends on how stressful the debt is and what the ramifications of paying it off slow is. You know, if it's something that's impeding your progress in some other way, then cool. But if not, then it's like, all right, whatever, man. They get it when they get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's not stopping nothing, then they get it when they get it. You know, you got to make that decision. You know, because some people just feel weird when they have that. Like they just feel weird.
That's how I feel. It's like I know better. That's it. It's like I know better. I have a lot of gold, natural gold. I have jewelry that I can like literally sell. I don't have no attachment to it, but it's more so just like embarrassment, like on my end. Like even I know $10,000 is not a lot, but it's just like I know what I did, and if I was to prevent it and go back in time, half yes, but half I believe in. I turn everything that's come to in my life to solutions. I'm very proactive, but it's more so just embarrassment, and it's kind of like I want it done. So I can finish building my emergency.
Right? We all make mistakes, man. I made way bigger mistakes than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't even trip. This ain't. It may feel like a big deal, but this ain't no big deal, man. You straight with this shit. Well, but here's the thing: whatever you decide, the key, calendar. You start planning out every hour of every day. You may be doing that, right? But if you do this, then you'll find the time. You'll find the time for all the shit, like social life. Fucking working, paying off the debt, going to school. It's like this is the key. It's just one thing I want everyone to listen to.
So I do that. I do know I can do better.
Yeah.
I 100% know I can do better. I write everything down, tangible, and I keep a digital copy. I have journals of my life
All
on
right.
everything that I'm practicing.
Yeah.
I can do better with time. There's times where I have no problem getting up in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because I have to
Yeah.
run. I'm running 2 to 3 hours, like, and I have
Yeah.
no problem going to sleep at night. The only thing is, it's a pro and it's a tale of two cities, because sometimes I keep myself sometimes knowing that I can wake up in the morning easy. Sometimes I go to sleep at 12 o'clock a.m.
Yeah.
when I have to be up at 4 or 5. But I'm getting older, and I believe in working smarter, as
Yeah.
hard as I can. And I'm not gonna sit here and play like I'm invincible, because even though I'm doing like all
Yeah.
of these things, like you said, time is still a thing, and I know I can do better with that. And I'm
Yeah. I think here's what you do, Frank. You decide which is more important, right? Because you said, did you want to go into career thing, or do you want to get out of debt? If it was me, I'd probably, man, whatever. I'll fuck that debt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
not
no,
like
no, I
fuck it, but like
understand.
I'll pay it off when I pay it off.
I
I
understand.
gotta work
Yeah.
on this other shit. That's what I would do. But that
Hmm.
I don't know if that's the right. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, right? I just
Hmm.
I just know myself, and I know that's what
Yeah.
I would do.
Yeah.
And
The,
but that
the,
worked against me
hmm.
sometimes, right? Like, because I remember
Hmm.
I owed like New York State a bunch of money. And I was like, yeah, man, they'll get it when I fucking feel like it. And
Yeah.
then one
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
I waited too long, and I woke up and they just took $100,000 out of my account. They just took it. You know what I'm
So
saying? And I was like,
that.
oh, all
Hmm.
right, I probably should have handled that. So like,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying that's what I would do. I don't know if it's right. But the main thing, once you figure out which path you want to go down, then you got to
Hmm.
really get aggressive with planning your time. You're gonna have to get aggressive
Okay.
if you want to fit more shit into it. And
Hmm.
everyone listening, and just all not everyone listening, if when you start planning out every hour day in your calendar, it will feel like you have so much more time. You just like you'll unlock more time because you're not wasting so much time. And
Hmm.
any of y'all who have bad habits, they'll start to just go away, right? Because like when I got like if you look at my calendar, when I got time to like do some real bullshit, like when I got time to play video games ain't on the calendar, you know what I'm saying? And fucking smoking weed, gooning and shit ain't on the calendar, right? It's just like it's like you all the shit you're trying to all the stuff you're working on abstaining from. If you just pack your calendar full with other shit, you wouldn't have to worry about it. I know that's not your problem, Frank,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to put that out there. Like it's the cheat code to like. It's
Yeah.
really a real cheat
Yeah.
code.
No. I believe you. I got two quick questions. I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste any more of your time and stuff. I
All
got
right,
two quick questions, really quick.
all right. What's
Um.
up?
All right. Okay. So Um, I'm almost done fueling up my emergency fund. I'm paying down a debt, and I like what you said, just doing it slow, because it's not affecting me. It's just more so embarrassment. Like, I know
Yeah,
better,
yeah.
especially.
Don't. Mm-hmm.
My question is, where you could even name one place for time's sake, or two places.
Mm.
Do you recommend me fitting my money in terms of a savings, and after I have that cushion, where to start investing,
Yeah,
so I can just get on that train track and be like, okay, I'm establishing a foundation.
yeah. So the easiest thing for you would be, like I have my emergency fund in a high yield savings account. You know,
That's what
high,
everyone's told me. Yeah.
high yield savings, and it's like hopefully I never use it, but what I'm saying, I never need it, right? But it's a
Hmm.
high yield savings account, and then depends on your sophistication, just how much you know about investing, right? But if you don't know about investing, then index fund, and the best one is probably just VOO, which is S&P 500 index fund. It's
Hmm.
then you just invest in that monthly. That'll be the best
Okay.
place to start.
Okay.
If you're not gonna like get into fucking reading charts and financials and fundamental analysis and all that shit, because it doesn't sound like you got a lot of time to learn to like focus on that right now. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but if you just
It's I have it on a back burner. I have those books that I just listen to and just sit in the back of my mind when I'm
yeah
riding my bike and Audible and things. So
yeah, but the best move for you, at least right now, would be let's just VOO probably.
okay.
All right.
Okay. My last question is, you had made like a little short on Instagram. You was like, these are the books that I read that about the 10,000 hour rule, the
Yeah.
25,000 hour rule, and I believe it's a 50,000 hour rule. And
No,
you
I
said that's
made
what
up
it's
all
like.
the other hours.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's like, but it was influenced by those books and then life experience. But
yeah,
all
it
of
was
them said
one where
10,000.
you were talking about total mastery, like a Mozart level, where it's like
Yeah,
8 hours
that's
a day for 25 hours. I'm sorry, 20.
Outliers
Yeah,
by Malcolm
25,000
Gladwell. Yeah, I think the book you're looking for
outliers.
is
Okay,
Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Yeah. But
okay,
it's like, yo,
okay.
fucking Malcolm, you gotta be prepared, man, because he's long-winded. Like his books are all way longer than they need to be. But people seem to
Okay.
like him, and I'm the only person I've heard say that.
Okay.
So like everybody else seems to fucking really like it. So
You said that book. I have talent over
talent's overrated.
talent's overrated. That's the
Yeah, that's a good
one.
one.
I have okay.
And
All
the
right.
other one was
Yeah.
the talent code, and they're all around the same line.
The talent code. Okay, thank you for that. I'm gonna go pick up those two books. Those are the ones that's missing out of my
Sounds
collection.
good, homie.
Okay. I
Yo, good luck,
appreciate
man.
it.
You're on the right
Yeah,
track, man. You good. Don't worry about that debt, man. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
I
Everybody.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
All right, man. Enjoy your day. All right.
Peace. Shit. If I had $10,000, I wouldn't even think about it, man. But it depends on where you at. You know, this is things like when you get into those situations, man, they ain't insurmountable. You know what I'm saying? Any of y'all, if you win debt, even if it's way more than that, like it ain't insurmountable. Like you can get out of, you can work your way out of almost anything if you really put your head down and start working. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, we about to bring Ryan up. You know what I'm saying? The homie Ryan, he's excited. Y'all should see him, man. He's really enthusiastic. We're gonna bring him up in a second, but I gave that dude the homie Frank recommendations for books. But what y'all need to read is a book I wrote called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. Show you how to grow your online fitness business and how I made my first million. Right? I break the whole shit down. I felt 15,000 people grow their online fitness business. Right? You get some of that knowledge. The link is in the description. Yo, what's going on, Ryan? Yo, we can't even hear you, man. We can't even hear you, bro.
Bad, I'm muted.
There you go, man. What's up, man?
What's good, bro?
What's up? What's that watch you was trying to show?
I was just saying, I'm doing the bust down like you, brother.
Oh, you got the bust
down? Yo, you influenced that. I swear to God, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Yo, because you do that video, you're like, you know what I mean? I just put diamonds in my shit because I don't care. I was like, exactly.
Yo, man,
exactly.
here's some. I see you with. See, all the nerds are gonna tell you not to put diamonds on your watches because it ruins the resale value. Yep. We ain't out here flipping watches, man.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? And every dude who said that, every dude who says that, he basically is telling us he ain't never fucked no big booty Latina bitches.
Big facts.
Never did. Never going to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't pull it to Miami.
That's what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't know. You know, but what's good, man? How can I help you?
What's good, bro? Yo, I actually ran into you one time at Cote. You were with the boy Jay Waller, and I chopped it up with you.
Oh yeah, I do remember you. Yeah,
what's up, bro?
Ran up on outside of
yeah, man. I'm just saying, like, I feel like you are super underrated in terms of like the people you reach. I know like your target demographics, like fitness trainers, but like you got people like myself as like a 7-figure entrepreneur. You know what I mean? So it's like it's crazy that like you know, there's so much value from you. And I feel like your story makes the biggest difference because I relate to you the most out of like everybody. Like myself, I work with Kanye, I work with Future, I work with Ty, I work with Grant Cardone, like all the big dogs, but I fuck with you the most because essentially, can I curse on here? My bad, bro.
Yeah, man, say whatever. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing racist.
Okay, I won't. Yeah, man.
For fucking 5 minutes, bro. Don't say nothing.
I won't. But for real, like, bro, because like you were talking about, like you were in music, you had a record deal, all that stuff like that, and then like you know your dad and just like your story resonates with me more than anybody else because I just see so many people. They like, bro. Their dad gave it to them or their uncle gave it for them or like they got an investor brother. It's just some different shit, you know?
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man.
Hell yeah,
what
bro.
What do you do, by the way, man? You say you make 7-figure entrepreneur, man. Tell people what they do, man. Everybody's wondering.
Yep, I have a private equity firm. So I
remember you saying that.
Yeah, so I sold my first company in 2017. It was a jewelry company. I actually didn't make that much money off it, but we scaled it It was in Costco, Nordstrom, Macy's. And then after that, I kind of had to figure it all out because we had pretty much had to pay all the debt for the inventory and really didn't make any money off that. Yeah. So kind of got into tech. They would not give me a job, bro. I'm a high school dropout. Like, you know what I mean? So I had to create my own job. This is like when AI was early. So I started with recruiting, got into that. Then I got into tech. I actually built Dame Dash Studios with Dame. That was like my first foray into tech. Yeah. And then, he connected me with Kanye. So I did some deals with Kanye. And then, man, I just kind of grew it from there. And then I had like a really successful run in like software. And then I really saw the real side is like, you could just use AI for like service companies these days. I started that like 2023, and I don't tell anybody it's AI, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just doing a lot of service companies that I have that are servicing the real estate market. And then we just use AI in the back end and barely any staff, you know what I mean? So that's what I do now.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. But my question to you is, I just moved back. I moved to Miami. I still have a crib in Miami or in SF, but I moved pretty much full time to Miami. So right now I'm in my studio. Yeah, you know, I followed you. You know what I mean? Just do what you're doing. So I got the studio space that I'm going to build out here in South Beach in Miami. So like, I want to really get back in like building my brand.
What kind of studio?
Bro, so right now it's like an office space. So it's just like a random ass office space that I just bought. Yeah. Yeah. And then
you want to build like a podcast studio, like a YouTube studio? Like
like a podcast studio. And then maybe like some recording studio too, because I have like a really famous DJ friend Sick Kick that like we do stuff together, so might make him a room there. But yeah, man, so I'm trying to get to the structure of like the day, so I'm trying to calendar it out and shit like that.
Saying the T word, man. You don't say that around here, man. Say anything but.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, we just gotta take things to the next level with the content. So I'm just trying to figure out how do you
You did it again, man. What you trying to, why you doing
my bad. I'm being a try baby. God damn it.
I already say you cool, man. You act like you try baby.
God damn it. Goddamn try babies, bro. Nah, bro. But how are you like calculating the time between like your different businesses? Because like, bro, like I started my gym session was in the morning. I'm barely finishing my work at 8. And then I don't know how I have time for content and shit like that. So I'm trying to allocate all this shit.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing with content, right? So this is something I've always I had to figure out on my own. You know, back when I was, you know, my first 1,000 YouTube videos I edited and filmed and did everything. You know, and it was long form. You know, it wasn't no shorts and reels and shit. And this is what worked for me. And some of this won't be applicable to you, what I'm saying, but I think it's going to help a lot of other people. And this is what I teach my students in HCT when I'm showing them how to grow their online fitness business. Hold on. Let me, all right, so let me share my screen. So it's, all right, cool. So listen, let's say you're making a piece of content, right?
Yep.
You gotta plan it, right? Maybe like plan it, what it's going to be. Maybe write a script or some shit, you know, it'll figure out what the idea is, you know. Then you have to film. Excuse my handwriting. Film, right? Then you have to edit or have somebody on your team edit, right? Then you can post or schedule, right? And the problem is when people are making content, and this is definitely more applicable for people who don't have teams. When you're like a solo person, you do all of this for each piece of content. You know what I'm saying? Like you do it all in a row. You do each part is you do each part of this once, and then you move on to the next piece of content. That doesn't work for a few reasons, right? So it doesn't work. It doesn't work if you're going for volume. You know,
right. And I think that's where I'm fucking up because I let go of my team on that like a couple years ago when I had to kind of downshift. So now I'm back up. Yeah. So now, all
right. So with this, just you doing it all, or you hire some editors or people filming, it should still be done. Like you can do like day one, right?
Oh, and so not doing it all in one day.
Yeah, exactly. Day one. This is why I teach my students in high ticket training, right? This is why my students make so much money because they finally start to be prolific and come out with a bunch of content. So day one, you do you plan, you know, somewhere between 7 and 14 videos. You plan them, right?
Right.
And then day two, again, 7 to 14 videos. Because if you go up to 14, you can have 2 a week.
Right.
2 a day, I mean, you know,
Right.
but you got to at least do 7, right?
Right.
Day 3. Shit. My handwriting's not this bad. It's bad, but it's not this bad. It's a screen. Day 3, 7 to 14 videos, right? And now you have like an assembly line, right? And you batching it all together. And then day 4, again, 7 to 14 videos, right? And what happens is, and they don't have to be like consecutive days. You can stretch it out, you know, or you might need another day to come up with scripts. So you might have to add another day. This is just an example, right? Because some people come up with ideas one day and then they have another day for scripting. So you might have to add another day, but whatever. Just whatever. You're just batching the shit up. You're batching the content, and then you're making this way. You make the videos in batches,
right?
And this is what I did when I was doing like 2 long form videos a day on YouTube,
right?
You know, like long form, and it was only because I was able to do this, and also a good thing about this is, listen, if you like take one video and you fucking baby it from each step, and then you post it, you're gonna give a fuck when you post it, like, oh, what's gonna do, man? Oh, it's not getting views, and you know you're gonna be emotional about it. Yeah. But if you're throwing up 2 videos a day, some will fucking fail, some will hit. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't be emotional because you fucking empty in the clip. But if you only got one bullet, you really care where that bullet is placed.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, big facts. Also, I've been doing trial reels. I don't know if you've seen that. The trial.
Yeah, I've seen trial reels.
That shit worked out great. I had a video. So I've been batching, like I'm kind of batching it, but more so batching the film. Like, dude, I posted like 50 clips that I did in one session, like recording session, to put them all on trial reels, and then one video hit like 500K videos. Yeah.
Oh, in the trial, 500K in the trial.
It hit like 10K in trial. That's when I knew that I needed to post that shit. And when I posted that shit, went to 500K.
That's crazy. No, that's good. You know what I think a good use case for trials is I used to work with this dude who's working with my shorts and reels and shit at one point. My boy Ryan. And he would do this shit I hated, when he would post the same video on TikTok with like a different hook.
Yep.
And I was like, ugh, that's awful. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I made him stop. But with trial reels, you can have like different hooks, like basically intros, and you can see which one fucking works the best. Exactly. So I think that's like a good use case too, you know?
Yep, absolutely. It's the batching that I think I'm really messing up on, is because like,
you start batching, man. And then I don't even do trial reels though. Like
you should.
Yeah, I might give it another shot, you know.
Yeah.
I like it for the idea of testing different hooks, but I'm trying to be prolific, so I'm just letting this shit fly, man. Like some of them gonna hit, some of them ain't, you know. I'm just letting it fly, man. You know, you know, the way I approach everything, I'm not like a perfectionist, I'm not like a sniper, I'm more like a
You're consistent.
Yeah. I just let it fly, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro. You're consistent as hell, bro.
I don't want to care. Like, I mean, I care about a certain level of quality, but I don't want to be emotionally attached to the outcome, is what I mean. When I say care. Like, I still care about what I do. It's just I don't want to have an emotional attachment. Like, oh man, this video didn't do good. I have a fucking video that flops, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. The next one, hey, man, we got another shot tomorrow or later today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, that's a big thing, because when you never really did content before, right?
I did. I just fell off for like 2-3 years, bro. I swear.
Yo, I'm telling you, this a big reason people fucking quit is they don't see like enough success, or they put a bunch of time, effort into like a few videos and they don't do good. Volume solves that problem.
Big facts.
And here's another thing about volume, right? Here's another thing, you know, this is underrated. It's like, yo, you'll get better at it. You know, okay. I was about to draw something, but I changed my mind. It's like you'll get better at it because the more when you get good at something, you do it by doing it more, right? You know,
right.
So if you want to get better at making content, make more content, right? So volume will actually. People say, "Oh man, it's quality over quantity." I'm like, nah, bitch. Quality begets. I mean, quantity begets quality. Right. You know what I'm saying? Quality comes from quantity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody had this fucking Mr. Beast wasn't Mr. Beast on his first videos, man. Them shits was trash. First video. Right. Like, you know, like you gotta put in a lot of fucking reps to get good at anything.
Yep.
So this solves that problem too.
100%. And that's why like I invested in the studio, invested into moving it to Miami, and then I'm shipping the Lambo out. So you know, go crazy.
You got to go in.
we gotta change this up.
It's a little listen, man. You gotta be careful out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm just trying to be like you, bro. That's it. And I need this to change. So like this time I'm on like you know what I mean, the Q&A, but we got like I gotta get to a level where we're doing podcasts or some shit. So I'm gonna mark that right here.
What's Instagram again, bro?
Right.
Like I think you gave it to me at that fucking. I think you gave it to me at.
I didn't DM you, bro. I just got busy. It's Ryan RYAN.
motherfucker. He came up to motherfucker. You came up to me.
I know, bro.
All right, Ryan and what?
Kumar, KUMAR. KUMAR SV.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, that's me, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, man, I'm just trying to, you know what I mean?
Hey.
Oh shit, no try, baby. Fuck, man. No more tries. No more tries.
Anything.
Yeah.
But that. I'd rather you say the N-word or like say, or I'd rather you say a racial.
Bro, try to get me canceled.
And say the T word, man. Jesus.
We try phobic. Shit, bro. No, and then, bro, I know you got probably hella people here, but one last question, my G.
We did. They all left because we was taking.
Oh shit! Nah, goddamn.
But
bro.
I'm about to go because it's not.
All right, do thing,
so
bro.
It's all good.
Yo, so are you doing this with like the rest of your work too? Like, cause bro, you got the team too and shit.
You know, this is just kind of fun, man. You know, like you said, I every once in a while, I like to just touch the people. No Diddy, you know, like just get.
hey yo,
no Diddy.
Nah,
I like to just get in touch with people and like listen and just. I don't know. You know, I used to do a lot of like live events, but I kind of stopped that when COVID hit.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it, and I was like, all right, this is kind of like some, you know, I had a few hours, man. I was like, I told Nima, it wasn't scheduled. I just told Nima, yo, let's do it today. And I was thinking about, I might do it all this week. It's just like, it's a light week, you know, so.
Yeah. No, bro, you killing it, man. You gotta you gotta like double down on the entrepreneur. Like all your content's entrepreneur. You gotta like have an offer to give entrepreneurs, bro. Because I would have bought.
Yeah. No, I know.
If I could spend like 10 racks a month to just hang out with Brandon Carter, fucking copy his formula.
Give me 10 racks. I'll take it now.
Take it.
We'll come up. We'll come. I'll invent something.
I'll close the deal right now. I'll get on my phone and I'll find someone to pay for that shit. Let's go.
I'll invent some shit, man. You know,
hell yeah.
We do got we cooking up something, man. Later in the third quarter, it's just I had along those lines.
Yeah,
it should be around third quarter. It's just we had a lot of different projects, and I just just things in order.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro. You just get busy and shit, and you got a business too. You got a team, so and you got a girl. You and you got a kid. You got
man. You know, I fly to Atlanta. A lot of people don't know this unless they like fucking watch all my Instagram stories, but I fly to my son every other week, sometimes three weekends a month, you know, 2 or 3 weekends a month, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, or like I'm there. So then, but when I'm there, I'm not working, you know. So it's like there's a balance.
Bro, you always stick on to the weekend shit? Because if not, I love the like sleeping earliest. If not, I gotta bring you to a show, bro, like one of the Sick Kick shows.
Oh, who the fuck is Sick Kick?
Yeah, Sick Kick.
Like an anime character or something. That's a DJ
out there right now, bro. He's killing it.
He's killing it.
He's killing it.
Let me
You gotta
know,
pull up
man.
to one of his shows, bro. Yo, tell me. I think we got something at 11.
I never heard of this shit. It's that EMA, EDM.
Yeah, bro. You about to see, yo, you about to get me fired, bro.
It's the EDM shit, man.
EDM,
you know
yeah, bro. EDM.
That's where that's like where them white girls dress up like Pokemon. That's that shit where the white girls dress up like Pokemon.
No comment, bro. Looking like Pikachu. Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Okay, I know what you're talking
thick
about.
Ass, you know what I mean?
EDM.
Yeah. You gotta pull it to a shit kick show, bro. We gotta have Brandon Carter pull up. I had BG pull up in Vegas, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll see what's up.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
What's up, man? Peace.
Love,
Welcome
peace.
to Miami, bro.
Hey, thank you, bro. I'll see you soon.
All right. Yo, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. It's 9 o'clock. Sorry for the white guy that was waiting in the waiting room, man. I know we probably took too long. I apologize. It wasn't racially motivated. I wanted to get to you. Just I was doing it in order and trying to help the people, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. But anyway, listen, guys. I'm gonna get up out of here. Listen, if you're trying to grow your online fitness business, you need to get that 10 commandments of online training. It'll put you on the right path. It's 100% free. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll holler at y'all. Peace. How do I end this? How I turn this shit off? Fuck, I need more. Okay, what's the button? Gotta be around. What the fuck is it?